In the melting snows of Ontario, where the wind will make you shiver, was the month of May up in Georgian Bay, near the mouth of the Musquash River, where the bears prowl and the coyotes howl. You can hear the ospreys scream. Back in '99 we were cutting pine, sending them down the stream. Young Sandy Gray came to Go Home Bay all the way from PEI, where the weather's rough, it'll make you tough, and no man's afraid to die. Sandy came to Silent 30,000 Island, was the place to claim his glory. Now Sandy's gone, but his name lives on. This is Sandy's story. Here we go. Young Sandy Gray lives on today in the echoes of a mighty yell. Listen close, you'll hear the ghost in this story that I tell, boys. The story that I tell. Now Sandy Gray was the boss of the men who tossed the trees to the shore. They'd come and go till they built a flow, 100,000 logs or more. And he'd ride 'em down to Severn Sound and cut 'em up in the mills for timber. And the ships would haul spring, summer, and fall till the ice came in December. One Sabbath day, big Sandy Gray came into camp with a peavey on his shoulder. With a thunder crack, he dropped his axe, and the room got a little bit colder. He said, "Come on, all of you, we got work to do. We gotta give her all we can give her." There's a jam of logs at the little jog near the mouth of the Musquash River. With no time to pray on the Lord's day, they were hoping for God's forgiveness. But the jam was high in a troubled sky, and they set out about their business. And they poked with the poles, and they ran with the rolls, and they tried to stay on their feet. Every trick they tried, one man cried, "This log jam's got us beat." Here we go. But Sandy Gray was not afraid, and he let out a mighty yell. "I'll be jammed, we'll break this jam, or it's breakfast in hell, boys, breakfast in hell." Every one of those men did the work of 10, and Sandy scrambled up to the top. He was working like a dog, heaving 30-foot logs, and it looked like he'd never stop. And they struggled on, these men so strong, till the jam began to sway. Then they dove for cover to the banks of the river, all except for Sandy Gray. With thoughts of death, they held the breath as they saw the friend go down. And they all knew in a second or two he'd be crushed or frozen or drowned. And they saw him fall and they heard him call just once, and then it was over. Young Sandy Gray lived his life that day near the mouth of the Musquash River. But Sandy Gray was not afraid, and he let out a mighty yell. "I'll be damned, we'll break this jam, or it's breakfast in hell, boys, breakfast in hell." East of Giant's Tomb, there's plenty of room, there's no fences, no walls. If you listen close, you'll hear a ghost down by Sandy Gray Falls. Through the tops of the breeze, you'll hear the trees, the echoes of a mighty yell. "I'll be damned, we'll break this jam, or it's breakfast in hell, boys, breakfast in hell." Here we go. And Sandy Gray lives on today, and he let out a mighty yell. "I'll be damned, we'll break this jam, or it's breakfast in hell, boys, breakfast in hell." God, that's a great winter tune, you know? That's like a real sort of